stand a higher chance of being hired. So when you do get this job, even though it's just valid for 9 months, this is an opportunity for you to test the waters legally while working within New Zealand. This allows you to observe the environment. This allows you to make informed decisions whether or not you want to relocate permanently to New Zealand. All right. This helps you to get an insight from your own point of view of what it really feels like to live, work, and stay in New Zealand. Now you see why this is beautiful. Now the moment you've been able to, work for like say 6 months or let's say 7 months, it is wise that you start to look for more full-time opportunities, because at the end of the day, this visa is not the end. It is merely the beginning. So I'm gonna take you guys to my screen to show you the site where you can find the New Zealand accredited seasonal employers. You can apply. Who knows, you may be favored. So let's get right into it. This is the official New Zealand immigration website where you can find all recognized seasonal employers. All right, this is the comprehensive list. I'm going to be leaving all these links in the description. All you simply need to do is scroll down and you can see the names as well as the expiry of the accreditation. Now, for you to find jobs, all you need to do is take the names of each of these employers and go and search for their website. All right, this is where you can find all of them. Any employer that is not listed here is not accredited. As long as they are here, you can be rest assured that they are actually recognized and accredited to actually employ you. Okay, now let's take, for example, we want to check out this one. Let's check out Apata Group Limited. So we're going to copy and we're going to go to a new tab and paste it there. Remember to always add the city's name just right after the name, because there could be other branches everywhere else in the world that you really don't know. So you want to search precisely for this one. So I'm searching for this. Now what you want to do, you want to come here and search for their website. You can clearly see that it's a farm. So you click on the website. When you do click on the website, usually you would see areas where you can find employment on their website. For example, it's already here. You can see that there's employment tab. You have the grower login. We have the employee portal. This is the one you should be clicking on. So we click on it to see what's available. Okay. Now here we have the page. All right. It says starting in March each year, we need seasonal workers to help pack and store the world's greatest kiwi fruits. This is amazing. This is just amazing, because I feel like this is still December and there's no time more perfect than right now for you to actually go and get started with your application. All right, this is where you can apply. It says here that we offer competitive rates for all sorts of jobs, including packers, trappers, graders, forklift drivers, stackers, box makers, trade preps, and many more. All right, let's check another one. Let's search for let's see, that's this one I saw. Okay, let's check Apatu Farms Limited. So we just need to go to another tab and search precisely. Here we have it. This is precisely Apatu Farms Limited in New Zealand. So just the same way, we just click on the website to check what available openings they have. Alright, when we do that, we will be met with as many options as they have available. Alright, now here we are, and you can see it is boldly written here, job opportunity. So you simply need to click on it to see what's available in this farm.
Veux réussir en 2026 et que tu penses qu'il faut lancer un business, tu te trompes complètement. En réalité, il y a un moyen beaucoup plus simple, direct de faire de l'argent.
Alright, now we can click and then scroll down to see what's available. You can clearly see that they are looking for pack house operation managers in their onion farm. They are also looking for lead field quality representatives. They're looking for truck drivers. They're looking for head manager as well as assistant head manager. Head managers, these are people who manage cattle, as you can see. Now, if you happen to be interested in farming or any work related to farms and you cannot find your openings here, it's a good thing because you can express your interest to work with them. All right, so just simply click here and you find more information about that. All right, now enough of how to actually find the employers. How do you actually apply for the visa itself? Now, there is a dedicated website on the New Zealand immigration portal where you can find information, which is right on your screen right now. This is the recognized seasonal employer limited visa. This is the visa that you would need to apply for to get employed under the seasonal jobs or to work seasonal jobs. You can see here that the length of stay is normally a maximum of 7 months in any 11-month period. The cost is 325 New Zealand dollars, which is less, significantly less when converting it to USD. The age range is 18 or older, so you need to be at least 18 years old, and processing time is just 2 weeks. I think a couple of weeks ago it was just 1.5 weeks, but now it's 2 weeks. That tells you that they're having more work on their hands, meaning more people are applying, which is why you need to get started with this right away so you do not lose or miss out on this opportunity. Now, you can also see here that there are specified number of visas available every single year, and that of this year is 20,750. All right, so it means there are lots and lots of openings for this niche. All right, there are lots and lots of openings for this particular pathway. So if you are looking at this right now, you're interested in it, don't sleep on it, because 20,750 can sound like a big number, but in reality, a lot of people are also applying. So that means it's maybe nothing compared to people interested. So you want to make sure you get right on it and apply before it gets too late. All right. Now, there's something I'd like to mention. Now, I remember mentioning in my video that it's important that you apply for your tourist visa and then arrive the country to apply for this. But that does not mean you should not start applying from where you are, because if you do happen to get a job before you even apply for your tourist visa, this means that you wouldn't even need that anymore. You can just apply for your work visa directly, which is the recognized seasonal employer limited visa, and then travel on that. All right. The tourist visa is simply a pathway to bring you closer to the opportunities, but it doesn't mean you have to wait until you get before you start to apply for jobs. Get right into applying for jobs and see what comes out of that. Every single year, New Zealand struggles to find workers for the seasonal jobs like fruit picking, to work in the vineyards, in the orchards. For this kind of farm jobs, they really struggle to find them every year. So trust me, these jobs are high in demand, and you stand a higher chance when you apply from within the country. And how can you apply from within? By coming into the country with a tourist visa. Make sure that you're not working before you convert your visa. Use this time, which is usually 3 to 6 months long, to look for those seasonal jobs. There's a higher chance you can get an offer because they are in season. Okay, these employees are high in demand. That is the seasonal employees. They are high in demand in New Zealand, so you stand a really high chance. Just make sure that you do what you need to do to look desirable, or at least to look attractive to the employer. New Zealand is one of those countries that makes it very easy to convert your visitor's visa to the work visa. As a matter of fact, earlier in the year, they actually made some adjustments to their tourist visa that allows foreigners to work remotely from within New Zealand. From the news, you could see that these are measures that they put in place to encourage foreigners to come into the country. Now, I'm not saying that New Zealand is heaven, but I feel like if you are coming from where I am coming from, for example, trust me, it is a step in the right direction. It may not be your final bus stop, but it's definitely a very easy way to get started. So if this sounds like something that you would like, then I urge you and encourage you to use the links in the description, alright? Simply go straight to the website to find seasonal employers, alright, those that can employ you. Start a search while you're applying for your tourist visa. Because honestly, I do not think it's wise to wait until you arrive before you actually start searching. When you do start searching before you actually arrive, it sort of gives you insight into a